Good morning. Good morning. I hope I'm not glitchy. Am I glitchy for you guys? I don't even know if you can. It's being glitchy for me. Is it glitchy for you? I look naked. I'm not naked. It is glitchy. Oh no. Hopefully it'll just freaking smooth out. Ugh, of course it has to be glitchy. The first stream that I do in forever, it's choppy. Hold on. Okay, well, I tried to change a setting in there, so let me know if it changes. God, this music is terrible. It's just terrible. All right, what about now? Are we still glitchy? Are we okay? It does seem better. Okay. All right. Let me know if you guys can deal with this or not. If not, then I'll just have to get ready on my own. What's up, Carmen? What's up, Lori? What's up, Donna? What's up, Karen? What's up, NY Greek? What's up, Nicole? Hi, ladies. And one gent. Oh, congrats on your 4 months of sobriety, Donna. That's incredible. I know it's rough. I remember going through that. All right. I used to be on this other live streaming platform, and it was awesome in a lot of ways because it let you play copywritten music without any issues. Without any issues. And YouTube does not. And I really hate that because, like, who wants to listen to like this weird AI EDM music? Oh my God, it's just so bad. What's up, Shannon? I'm going today to this gothic convention thing. Okay. I am going totally alone as an only child. It really doesn't bother me. And I'm super excited. Oh my God, this music is so terrible. Been having drug dreams every night. Comes with the territory, I suppose. I'm sorry. Shannon, I missed you too. All right, I don't know if I should use my Alastin tinted sunscreen today or if I should use my Bare Minerals. I love the Bare Minerals because it gives really good coverage, but at the same time, it kind of like brings out my imperfections or my texture on my skin, which is like fine, like whatever, that's normal. But I feel like this might be, I don't know. So you can tell how much I've used this poor guy. Look, he is done. He is finished, honey. Squeezed every last bit of him like an old man with a lot of money. Just kidding. I'm just joking. You went to the Lady Gaga concert by yourself dressed as Lady Gaga. You can do this, V. Thanks. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. But I'm going to get like really dressed up. I'm wearing this white satin dress. You guys are going to see, but I'm wearing this like white satin dress with this like black lace thing that goes over the arms. It's going to be so cute. I had 3 years clean before, just frustrating. Girl, I'm telling you, once you realize what you're freaking, I know that these are mismatched, okay? But I kind of like don't have a choice here because my other one broke. Once you realize your potential when you're off it, and I know that you said you've already been, 3 years clean or whatever, but once you really like allow yourself to, I don't know, get into the swing of things, you will never go back. But you, at the same time, you have to like explore your potential while you're sober. Like you have to allow yourself. I'm not saying that you didn't, but like you have to allow yourself that growth. You have to allow yourself that like, what can I do now that I'm not numbing my shit? You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna do this. And you know what? If I want to put my bare minerals over it, then I can just do that. We're just gonna keep it simple. Oh my God, this music is so bad. I feel like I'm putting my grandmother in the ground at her freaking funeral here. It's like, sometimes I'm kind of into that as a Venus and Scorpio, but like, not when I'm trying to get hyped up and be like, oh my God, I'm such a bad bitch. I had a health scare this last time. Oh no. Yeah, don't mess with that, dude. Oh, thanks, Kelly. So are you. I cannot believe I'm about to be fucking 40 in September. Are you kidding me? I haven't even like done all the things that I want to do. I'm acting like I'm fucking 85 about to die tomorrow, please. For the ladies who have turned 40 or who are past 40, do you have any advice? Like some solid advice? Okay, I kind of like that. That looks good. I kind of like that. But is it enough? I don't know. Ugh, this music is so bad. It's almost like I just want to do my makeup without any of the music at all because it's so bad. Oh, the girls are doing fabulous. They're so beautiful. Nirvana's going to have her 14th birthday in June. I'm trying to get her a laptop, but it's freaking so expensive. 44 on September 21st. Oh my God, we have the same birthday. Twinning. Just live life like it's your last. Don't take anything for granted. Facts. Oh my God. That's so true. Don't rush September. The 40s are great. I don't know. Like, it's very weird. Like, okay, so something I feel like I have learned specifically about dating. I mean, I am Venus ruled and I have Venus in my 7th house, right? So I am like such a relationship connoisseur, if you will, right? Okay, and failure. I'm a relationship failure. But I have kind of found, and this isn't true for everybody, okay? There are some insufferable women out there, but I have kind of like got the hint that men who are not all the time, but men who are a lot older and they're single are more of a red flag than, because I'm bi, than women who are older and single. And I feel like it's because the relationship tends to last as long as the woman will tolerate the man. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? And so when I see like a woman like in her 50s and she's single, I'm like, oh yeah, you weren't willing to put up with shit. When I see a man who's single in his 50s, I'm like, oh, someone wasn't willing to put up with you. You know? And like older men are hot to me, younger men are hot to me, you know? I'm not, I mean, like I'm picky, but I'm not, but I'm like, you know what I mean? Just because I put myself out there a lot and got to know a lot of different men and women because I am bi, Did you change your phone number? No, I have literally been meaning to text you back and I am so very sorry. I'm so sorry. I am literally the worst. Like every day I'm like, oh my God, I gotta text Carmen back. Okay, I'll do it when I get home. Totally forget, end up making the kids dinner, like just completely. I'm so sorry. I love you so much. I'm so sorry. All right, let's see here. Should I put the Bare Minerals on? I feel like I should put maybe just a touch. Maybe just a touch of the Bare Minerals. Not anything like crazy, but at least I have my sunscreen on. +40 single facts. Yeah. But I get like when it comes to women, I get so like you wouldn't believe it, but I get really intimidated. Like with men, I'm like, don't get me wrong, like I might get shy if I'm like attracted to a guy or whatever. But with women, I get gay panic. I'm like, I immediately just start thinking I'm disgusting. This woman would never touch me. Like I just get I don't know what it is. They're just so ethereal. You know what I mean? It's like when you see like a gorgeous cake, right? And you like, oh man, it looks so good. And you're just like, but I don't want to touch it because I feel like I'll ruin it. You know what I mean? Like a gorgeous wedding cake. Not that men aren't beautiful, but I feel like I don't know, men are a little bit more, I don't know. Let's not go there. Thanks, Kelly. Hunk, you're forgiven. I know I'm a loser. Birdie! What's up, Birdie? By the way, Birdie, I got your email, but because I'm traumatized, I'm too afraid to click links in my email. I also meant to get back to you as well. I am terrible at getting back to people. Okay, absolutely the worst. I forgot. I just wanted to make sure. A little bit more rough. Let's say that. Yeah. You know what though? I've learned about myself. You know what? Okay. You know what I can't stand? Motorcycles. Please stop. Just stop. You are not cool. But then like I was on Instagram and I saw like this guy with tattoos and like whatever, and he was riding his motorcycle and I was just like, oh, the sound is so annoying, right? And then like I muted it and I was like, this is kind of hot. I think that I like this. But how do I make it on mute all the time? You know what I mean? How do I do that? And like the motorcycle aesthetic is so like dark romance book talk girl vibe. And I was never really into that until I started reading dark romance either. Some gorgeous things deserve to be ruined, Violetta. Somebody would ruin me for the millionth time. JK. Just joking. Don't touch me. I'll call the cops. God, this is just terrible. This music is so terrible. Who could ever get into a vibe with this? YouTube, please do something about letting us play music here. Hi, Nicole. Motorcycles are hot. I think it's like, and girls on motorcycles are hot too. Like when they wear like the full bodysuit with the motorcycle helmet. Oh my God, you know, like, but don't take the helmet off because it ruins the fantasy. But like you have to have tattoos. I'm sorry. If you don't have like a hand tattoo all the way up to the arm and like maybe a little bit here. Oh my God. That is so hot. What are you listening to? I don't know. Like you can't listen to copywritten music on YouTube. And so I had to do like I asked ChatGPT, I was like, what can I listen to like legally, you know, on YouTube or whatever? And then it gave me this list on Spotify. First of all, gross. No offense to anybody that is on Spotify. But so I only have an account there because I have my old music up there from like 2018 or whatever it was. And then I turned it on and it's like it's just terrible. It just sounds like it's AI generated or like I don't know, it's just not my vibe. Like, you know, maybe I want to listen to a little bit of Lana Del Rey while I get ready for the Gothic convention. Maybe I want to listen to a little bit of, I don't know, Ariana Grande, which isn't like really my vibe, but maybe right now it is. All right, girls, I think we need a little bit of bronzer. What's up, Power of the P? I mean, this is so bad. Celestial Crystals is the title. I don't think so. It's so bad. Can you guys hear it? Like, who gets like? Imagine you're getting ready for a date. And, like, this is what you listen to. Nobody's panties are getting wet to this. I promise you. I want to go to it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, it's not like a gothic convention, but I'm because I'm traumatized from stalker people. I am like rewording it. Okay, let's just call it a gothic convention though. Yeah, that ain't it, right? Check out Sky Daddy. Is that like an app? What's up, LT? The new Ariana Grande is so good. Which one is it? I like the song called Let Me Love You by her. That song is that's my jam. Or the one where she talks about was it all in my head or whatever. That's a really good song by her. Okay, I think we need a little bronzer. By the way, I've been on Accutane for a little over a month. Highly recommend for anybody dealing with like super oily skin or acne. Oh my God. My skin has not, honestly, I mean, it may look like shit to you guys, but it has not looked this good in years, I would say. Oh my God. Literally over the fucking moon. Little bit of bronzer. I feel like my favorite bronzer is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil or whatever, but I got the darkest one on accident. I usually get the one like right in the middle, and so I got this little like Fenty one because I heard a lot of really good things about Fenty, and I got this one, Shady Biz in Sunstalker. It's really not that bad. I just feel like I always look so orange. White people problems, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. Oh, Sky Daddy is a singer. Is that like an app? Okay, I'll check her out. See, my thing is like I'm a femme-ish bisexual that is attracted to other femmes. And I like a little bit of a like mommy type, but she's like dark and brooding, and she's like a little bit mean to me, but enough for me to take it as flirtation. And then like I follow her around like a puppy. That is my type in women. You know, but I like them like really feminine, but they're kind of like they're a little harsh, you know? I mean, think about it, right? I have Mars and Capricorn in the 10th and Venus and Scorpio in the 7th. You can just look at somebody's Venus and Mars and know what they're attracted to. Still a baddie face. Oh my god. Hi, Nikki. Oh my god, y'all. I've known Nikki for like 10 years or something crazy. How are you, Nikki? It's nice to see you, baby. I know a Scorpio trans woman like this. She's a baddie. Shit. I don't discriminate. But yeah. But like not like mean, like mean, like cruel mean, like a little mean, like you know. I like I give me something to work with. When you're too nice, I get bored. Like if you're too nice to me, I get bored, but it has to be welcomed. If I'm not attracted to you and you're doing this, I'm going to think you're fucking weird and you're getting blocked. You have to go. This is not the place for you. Security, please escort her out. You know what I mean? And like, I'm fucking as obvious as a heart attack when I like somebody anyway. On men, though, give me all the tattoos, bitch. And I've also like this is gonna sound really superficial, and I'm not a perfect person. I'm not asking for somebody to be perfect looking. I am fucking nowhere near. Okay, let's be real. But if you are not as tall as my gay best friend, my male gay best friend as a man, I'm sorry. You are too short to ride this ride. You have to be 6'2" or above. I am so sorry. I dated, listen, I'm not a superficial person. I dated a 5'6" man. Nikki, you remember this, unfortunately, right? We all remember this. I dated a man who was 5'6". Please do not call me superficial. I've had my time. I've done my charity. I need a man who is 6'2" or above. Okay. I want to feel like a baby. I don't want to feel like you're walking around and people think I'm your aunt, you know? I can't. God, this music is so bad. Maybe I should just. What's that? Oh my God, why are these things breaking so easily? I feel like maybe I'm just trying to blend it. I blend like crazy when I do my freaking makeup. You can't hear. Yeah, like, oh my God, I dated this guy. I'm like probably near 6 feet when I wear heels. Okay, because I'm 5'8", so I'm almost 6 foot tall when I'm wearing heels. And I dated this Virgo guy. I love Virgo men. They're gonna be the death of me. Any Virgo placement, honestly, masculine wise. Aries women and Scorpio women, I think, are my kryptonite. Like my first girl. Anyway, so what was I saying? What was I saying? Somebody help me. Oh yeah, so he was 6 feet tall. Not bad. He was really attractive. He had tattoos. You know, he was hot. This is back in like my early 20s. And then like we made it official, but he had to move to Hawaii and then he came to visit me. And I had like a big glow up and I made sure to have a glow up before he came back, you know? He comes back and he almost looks like disgusted that like I got better looking. And then we're about to get ready to go out one night. He's not complimenting me at all. It's like he's just side-eyeing me. It's like he's almost felt like he wanted to be the hotter one or something, like a you know, a girl frenemy that you had in high school who's like secretly like that's what it felt like. That's what a lot of my relationships felt like, if I'm being honest with you. Anyway, I put on heels and he was like, "You're not wearing those." And I was like, "Sorry?" And he was like, "You're not wearing those. You're not going to be taller than me." And I'm like, I mean, can you just wear platform shoes? Why should I have to literally make myself smaller so you can feel better about yourself in like any way? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, obviously that didn't work out. He was so gross. I love Virgo men, but they tend to be like when they're not, and I feel like this is with a lot of Virgos, but when Virgo men, from my experience, when they are insecure within themselves in regards to like how they look or whatever, and maybe it's just with men in general, but they feel like you're better than them or something like that, they will literally punish you for it. And it's just, they like Virgo men have picked me apart, except for one. Virgo men have like picked my appearance apart. Like I remember another Virgo I dated, he was gorgeous, but he used to like, this is back when I was like 155 pounds or whatever. I'm 138 now. But he used to like pinch at my fat, or if I'd be on the treadmill, he would like come behind me and like increase the fucking speed. Are you serious? You are so rude. Like so rude. I could not believe that was real. I can't believe I dealt with that. Those were some times, honey. Girl, me too. Yeah. Like I read this dark romance book called Haunting Adeline. I don't know if you guys have ever read it. It's so good. It can be triggering. Okay, so just a FYI, I don't know. I'm traumatized. Okay, I like weird things. I think because of my trauma. Anyway, I was reading it and I was like, God, I am in love with this fictional character. Like I am. He is literally the epitome of exactly what I want in like a protective man, right? An obsessed protective man, right? Hello, Venus and Scorpio. And then later in the book, it's revealed that he's a Virgo. Of course you are. Of course you're a fucking Virgo. Like, of course, of course. I fall so weak to Virgo placements when it comes to men. And then, like, a woman who's on like the Libra Scorpio or Scorpio Libra cusp, I know I've said it before. Mm, it's a wrap for me. I mean, I literally have one tattooed on my body. Or an Aries woman. My first girlfriend was an Aries woman. Not maybe not an Aries rising though. I don't think I can do that. You guys are a little bit too, off the cuff for me. You guys are a little bit, you got to stay over there. Okay? It reminds me of like the bully in the playground. Okay? I don't like them that mean, baby. Especially if they have like a Cancer placement in their big 3. You're a big baby. You're a big baby. I love you though. What's up, Enigma? What's up, Barb? Am I anybody's favorite reader anymore? God, I'm so sick of this shit. I can't even lie to you. By the way, you guys, I am taking super chat questions. I forgot to put it. Let me put that there. Anyway, let me make that smaller. That's so obnoxious. It looks so desperate, please. I forgot about that. And we'll do that in a little bit. No character. Oh my God, Shannon, do you read dark romance? Do we have any dark romance readers in here? Taurus risings are the best. We are not. Honestly, I'm sorry. I don't think that we are. Taurus risings scare me because they have Aries in their 12th house. Like these people have like serious anger issues sometimes if they have not dealt with that, and their shadow side is Scorpio. So it's like a stalker, obsessive, possessive. If they don't get that shit under control, it gets really fucking weird really fast. But we're okay. Me hating on my own rising sign. My phone is acting weird. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You will always be my I love you, Lori. Thank you. Nobody in here is a dark romance reader besides me and Shannon. Gross. Not even trying to hear it. Don't even talk to me. You guys are done. You guys are absolutely done. You know, like we had that Mars square Pluto just recently, and everyone was like catastrophizing it or whatever whatever it's called. People were like freaking, oh my god, it's gonna be so. First of all, I dated somebody with Mars Pluto synastry. Please pack it on, baby. Okay. And we also had that Mercury square Pluto, and people were like, oh god, crazy secrets are gonna come out. I'm not saying like bad shit can't happen when we have like really complex or challenging aspects like that. But you know what happened with me? Harry the P. Wow, 2 years, baby. That's crazy. Thank you. Um, when Mercury was squaring Pluto, okay, Mercury was in my 12th house, and we're looking at Placidus and Taurus squaring Pluto and Aquarius in my 10th. Mercury can be about like reading, writing, communication, the way that you're thinking. Pluto can be about obsession, yes, secrets. It can be about like taking something or intimacy, change, transformation. You know what I did during that Mercury square Pluto? I literally discovered dark romance novels. Like sometimes it's just not that deep. And I feel bad because I think that some of you guys have anxiety and you watch these like I don't know, astrologers, and not every astrologer, you know, catastrophizes everything or whatever, but you guys may get oh God, and you know, like bad things can happen or whatever during these transits, but sometimes it's just not that deep. And I think it's better to lead with that as opposed to put that on the back burner. Like when I had that Mars square Pluto, it was just people hitting on me. Mars rules my 7th house, as does Pluto. You know what I mean? People just hitting on me. Okay, moving on. You know what I mean? It's just not, sometimes it's just not that deep. Really interesting though. Thanks, Enigma. I have trouble reading, not the actual words, but having it hold my attention. I'll turn the page and not even know what I am reading. I'm an audiobook girl. Haunting Adeline changed me. I can't lie to you. Haunting Adeline changed me. And then Hunting Adeline, the second book, dragged me through a back alley through gravel by my hair, kicking and screaming until I was coughing, crying, throwing up. Okay. Like, but in the best way. It was so hot, so traumatic, so fucked up, so dude, I don't care. Like HD Carlton is such a controversial writer because she writes the shit that should not be okay. And a lot of the time it isn't, but she has a way of making it attractive. And I think that's what's so I would love to see her chart. I would absolutely love to see her chart. I feel like she has like maybe a Venus and Virgo or definitely a Scorpio placement somewhere. Very, very potent Scorpio placement. But I think a writer who can do that. I think George R. R. Martin does the same thing where he can make you despise a character. He can make you hate, right? The writer of Game of Thrones, hate a character. And then in the next book, you are crying and throwing up about how much empathy you have for this character. Like I love a writer that can do that. I think that takes so much talent. Like that's the kind of writer I strive to be. Sherilyn Kenyon. I have not. I'm your heterosexual girlfriend. Spaghetti straight until it's wet, baby. What's up, Christian? Did you read Haunting Adeline, Shannon? Check her books out. You're a great writer. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm working on a fiction book right now. I'm almost done with chapter 12. It is, you know, as like a writer, I feel like you go through this process where you're like, fuck yeah, I'm so good, dude. That was such a good paragraph. And then like the next like chapter, you're like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. This is never going to be anything. Like, I'm a terrible writer. Like, you go through that and it's honestly traumatizing. I'll definitely check her out though, Shannon. See, I like, this is the thing. Haunting Adeline kind of ruined other dark romance novels for me because, to be honest, that was exactly my taste. Like, if she could have like created a man and created a story and a woman that was like to my exact liking, embarrassing to say, because that book is fucked up, but like that would have been it. And so it's kind of like, then I started reading Insatiable by Leigh Rivers, because this girl was like, oh no, you think that you like Zayd Meadows, wait until you meet Cade Mitchell. And so like I read it and I was like, I'm not that impressed. Not that Leigh Rivers is not a good writer, she is, but like as far as like the male main character has to be to my liking. Like he has to, I'm very specific about what I like. I like the super confident, almost to an arrogant point, but not so much that it makes you sick. You know, like I like a little bit of arrogance, not too much though. And I just feel like, I don't know, they just didn't hit the same. What's up, Faye? I read so many romance novels in 2024. They all sort of blur together. Not me. I am insane. Okay, you need to understand. I am insane. I get emotionally and so invested in emotional characters. I take it personally. Look, I have one literally tattooed on my fucking body. Do you understand? Okay. I fall for fictional characters more than I do real people. And I think that's a problem, but I'm okay with that being my problem, you know. I need you to sign a copy for me. Hell yeah. Yeah, Haunting Adeline, that's the first book. I am going to say I need you to be very well aware it is very triggering, okay? For people who have been through like sexual assault and, you know, maybe some childhood stuff, like it is triggering and it is very controversial. Okay? So I like there's already like a trigger warning in the beginning of the book. Those are the only kind of books I'm interested in at this point in my life. Okay? But it's good. And like it's such an, it ends up being so intense. Like I could not put it down. I read Hunting Adeline, the second book, almost in an entire day. It was insane. I just put it in my cart. I'm telling you, it just, I'm telling you, be aware. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. And you may come back and you may be like, what is wrong with Violetta? Everything, baby. Absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. And now I'm reading, she made another series called My Dreadful Darling. And so now I'm reading that series. She's just so good, in my opinion. And I feel like she has so much haters, like as far as like other writers go, because of how good she is. And honestly, people can eat my whole ass. I really don't care. She's so good. I'm ready. Be ready, baby. You'll love it. You'll probably love it. What's up, X? Hold up two fingers. Some of us like three. Just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was inappropriate. I'm just, yeah, just being me. Okay. See, I'm too scared to put too much bronzer down here because I'm wearing like this white satin dress. What is the weather like today? Okay, it's not too bad. It's not gonna be too hot. Okay, cool. Sherilyn Kenyon has over 30 books in the Dark Hunter series. I'll definitely check it out. I'm very much into like the stalker obsessed, which is like so crazy because I've had like real stalkers in my life that had traumatized me, but it's really crazy what the brain does to like make you have a taste for the thing that you despise. It's like very, I don't know if it's like a protect. I mean, I wrote an article about that, but it's just very, very weird. It's like in real life, I will fucking kill you. You know, same. You know what? It's not that we have like haters. We have people who have a lot of insecurities projecting those insecurities onto us. You know, that's really what it just comes down to, unfortunately. Just making sure AI has gotten really good and haven't seen you live in a while. Yeah, I'm live. I just like listen, you guys, I love tarot, right? Sometimes, but with somebody with Gemini in the second house, I'm somebody who needs different streams of income because I just get really bored and I find myself getting bored of tarot even though I enjoy teaching it. I enjoy reading it sometimes, but sometimes it can just be very overwhelming. You know what I mean? But I gotta do it. You know, I gotta pay my bills. I have kids. I have to do it. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna try to go live a little bit more if I can. I feel like it's always so important to get the ears because like you put on all this makeup and then like you don't get the ears and you have like this tan face and these really white ass ears. It's like, bitch, what are you doing? What are your who do you think you are right now? What's up, Maya? Yeah, it's pathetic. Yeah. It really is their problem. It absolutely is. Love the mix up. My cousin named her son after one of the characters. She got to meet her also. Yeah, like I literally named my daughter after this person, you know, and then I named my cat after like where her ancestors are from, Valeria, you know, like I'm insane. It's okay. Yeah. Let me just make sure this is fucking blended before I go and they're looking like an idiot. But I don't wear makeup either. Oh no. I try to make an effort like every day, honestly. Cause if I don't do that, like just for me, if I don't do that, I feel like everything else will start to fall away. I don't know. I don't know why. I was like, oh, I gotta go to the gym. I have to get ready. You know, and I don't do it like every fucking day. You know what I mean? I'd say probably 6 days a week though. But I'll probably grow out of it eventually. I just feel like when I try to, and like people put in an effort towards their appearance in other ways, but like I feel like just better when I go to the gym, do some tanning, whether it's self tanning or actually in the tanning bed, you know, eat healthy, do my makeup 6 days out of the week, right? Just because I find like when I do my makeup and I do those things, I find myself to be more productive for some reason. I'm not really sure. And not everybody's the same, you know, it's just me. And with that sixth house stellium, I just can't bear to not be productive in some way. Kill me. The violets. I used to call you guys the dragons, but it didn't really, I don't know, it just didn't really fit anymore. It didn't hit the same. That was my old fan base that still, some of them still follow me till this day, which I fucking love that, by the way. But it just didn't feel dragony over here. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the fire just burns real low over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, dude. I love being tan. Me too. I feel weird when I'm not tan. I feel like a old Victorian child, like standing by the window, pale, like dying of something foreign when I'm not tan. What did I miss? I don't think anything, Maya. It makes you want to be seen. That's true. I think you are right. I used to probably 10 years ago and things have gone downhill. Like, honestly, when you start putting an effort into your appearance every day, I mean, I think this goes for men and women, like, you really do start to become more motivated. And that's just my experience. You're like, oh, yeah, I look really good today. Or, I don't know. Like, you just want to do more. You know what I mean? Like, because then, like, I know if I haven't been taking care of myself, right? And let's say I want love in my life, but I haven't been taking care of myself. I'm like, well, I look like shit. I'm not gonna want to meet anybody looking like this. And then like I kind of subconsciously opt out of dating because of that. You know what I mean? Or my social life might start to dwindle because I'm like, oh well, I feel and I look like shit. I don't really want to show up, and not everybody thinks like that, right? Like that's probably just me, but or maybe not just me, but so I don't know. It just makes me more motivated, I guess. I'm gonna answer a couple of super chat questions here in just a second, okay? I'm just gonna kind of like do it like in pieces. Lori, if you get those timestamps, I would be so appreciative. Okay, thank you, Lori. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? This is literally how I blend my nose contour, okay? Don't sleep on your fingers as a beauty blender, bitch. Like, it really does help. Or it works. Can you explain what you were doing to your nose? I'm contouring my nose. I didn't used to do that, but I started doing it maybe like, I don't know, a couple years ago or something. But it just kind of like, I don't know. It kind of puts the look together a little bit. And then I like to take a little bit of the concealer and just put it right here at the tip to like give it a little bit of highlight or whatever. And then I'm going to take this. And so I like to kind of like blend out all the contour I did on my face and like all the bronzer just to make it a little bit more cohesive. Ready? I remember dragons. Honorary, no doubt. Absolutely. Yeah. Back in the day, back when I was someone else on the other side of a door that I probably had no business walking through. But here we are. Sharpen that. So it's on a little bit of blush. I'm going to answer a super chat question or two. Okay. No Bratty anymore. Bratty's in the back seat. She just doesn't drive anymore. But sometimes she shouts at me, "Wrong turn! Wrong turn, you stupid bitch." And sometimes she's right, you know? But she stays in the back seats because she was fucking crazy. It was like a different person, honestly. You know what she reminded me of? She reminded me of my North Node in Aries a lot. But like unhinged. You know what I mean? Because I know you guys don't know me from way back, but I am live. It's okay. But she came out like it's crazy the personality that you can develop when you're traumatized or like going through a really hard thing. Like I had went through something and I had nothing. I had nothing and I had no one. I literally had no one and nothing to lean on. Everyone had turned against me. I was abused by somebody. And then the same person who was like helping me turned against me too because somebody had influenced them. Anyway, I was all alone. I had no one. And it was like that personality developed like it almost felt like overnight. And she got me out of my situation and made me successful at the time. I was very successful at the time. I was more successful than I had ever been at any other time in my life. And it was like a fight or flight. It was like that Aries North Node in the 12th just kicked in. And there she was. And she really reminds me of my North Node in Aries a lot. So I'll always just kind of cherish that part of me that needed to exist. Like she had to exist. It almost felt like she was a big brother slash big sister that just came out to like protect me. It was weird. Oh my God, Enigma did it. I think I'm probably going to take those off here pretty soon, honestly. All right, I want to see. Then we got to do these eyes, baby. Whoops. You know what? I never even put that I was live on my fucking thing. What an idiot. Okay, we have super chatter number 1. Sure, let's see. First of all, let's see this person's. I want to see this person's kind of like vibe towards you or like energy towards you to kind of understand. And then I'm going to go from there. Okay. For my super chatter number 1. They're trying to keep things pretty lighthearted from what I gather. Because you have the Ace of Cups reversed with the Fool and the Ten of Wands reversed. It's like, I don't know if they're necessarily emotionally available. I think if anything, they can be somewhat detached. Not because they're not attracted or because you're a bad person or anything like that. It just seems like their emotions are a little bit more internal. But with that Fool there, they're kind of like it almost feels like they're kind of down for anything with the Fool. The Fool is Uranus energy. And with that Ten of Wands reverse, I don't think that they want to take on a whole lot of responsibility towards a relationship, or it's just kind of like a want to be happy-go-lucky, a little bit detached. Keeping things light is kind of their energy towards you. Your advice for this the Four of Swords, the Hermit reversed, and the Ace of Pentacles. So there may be an air of detachment that you're needing to possess when it comes to this particular connection. It doesn't mean that nothing's going to come of this or anything like that, but it's asking you to operate from a healed place and more of a logical place, as opposed to being impulsive or paranoid or overthinking things, which is, I know, is easier said than done. There can be some kind of real opportunity here, like some kind of potential, but it's asking you to stay grounded in whatever the opportunity may be, whether you're offering something or they are, or if that's something that you're willing to explore. There can be something available there to you, but because they're a little bit detached or maybe not ready to offer their emotions or emotional availability, it may be wise for you just to take a more methodical, practical approach to the situation, as opposed to trying to jump right into something. And congratulations on like what you shared with me. Then we have number 2. Okay, let me see this person's intentions. The King of Swords reversed, the Judgment, the Ace of Swords reversed. It almost feels like he's having this like internal awakening he may not necessarily be telling you about. I think that there's some level of accountability that he's taking, but again, it feels more internalized. And I don't know if he necessarily has an intention right now to speak to you about it. What is this Judgment card? The Four of Cups. He may feel like he maybe has disappointed you, or he may have realized he was taking you for granted, or he was being a little bit of a bitch, or he was being a little bit ungrateful about something, or there was some level of coulda, shoulda, woulda, or disappointment that he may not necessarily be willing to talk about right now, but there is an awareness around it. If you guys have been in some kind of separation, he may have an intention to reconcile, especially after some kind of disappointment. But essentially, what this is somebody keeping quiet about the inner awakenings that they're having, or that's his intention. So I don't know what that means. And then we have number 3. Sure, let's see. Let's see the progression in your career. Five of Swords reversed and the Eight of Wands. I like this. I mean, after a time of feeling like maybe you were at a loss, or it could have felt like things were very competitive, or something like that, right? Something may have rubbed you the wrong way. I do see things moving forward. You may end up needing to have some kind of meeting, or you may end up needing to travel or educate yourself for some kind of work related thing. But generally, this is just like a movie. Yeah, Page of Swords. There's like some kind of meeting, communication, traveling, maybe something new that you're learning when it comes to the actual progression of your career. So, for instance, you're a tarot reader, and then you're like, oh shit, like I know tarot through and through, and now it's time for me to take an astrology course so I can move things forward. Or you know what I mean? Like I know that you're not a tarot reader, an astrologer. It's just an example. The Page of Wands reverse, I would be cautious, because you may start to feel not so confident, or you may start to feel a little insecure about your knowledge or lack thereof, or whatever. Just because the Page of Wands reverse can feel like, oh, maybe this is, I'm being a little bit too big for my britches. What's the advice for this? I'm just gonna, the Hangman. Try to surrender that, like surrender that notion that you have to feel insecure or feel like an imposter in some way. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to suit you. It's trying to ask you to see things from a different perspective, and also telling you that there may be some sacrifices that you're needing to make, whether they're humbling, or they're location wise, or financially, or whatever. Not financial advice, obviously you're responsible for your own financial decisions, but you know what I mean. All right, I'm going to answer one more before I start doing my makeup again. And if you guys want a book, you can do so. Just check the pinned comment in the chat. Number 4. See the feelings. Five of Wands, this person feels a little bit conflicted. It seems like they may not agree with you on something, and it is affecting their ego, whether it's like, you know, a perspective on politics or perspective on, you know, who you are versus who they are or whatever. And it's not that big of a deal. The Five of Wands isn't a huge deal. It's just more annoying because it's ego based. So they may be in their ego a little bit. How they view you, the Page of Pentacles reverse, they may feel like you're not really putting in an effort or you're being incredibly stubborn in regards to whatever this Five of Wands is. So, you know, maybe there's a conversation that, I don't know, they're wanting to have with you and they feel like you're really not responding, or you're stonewalling them, or you're putting it off, or, you know, the Page of Pentacles reverse is a little bit of a slouch, right? He or she does not particularly want to put in the effort because it bores them, or, you know, they may feel like you're bored with something, a conversation, a topic, a subject, the connection itself. But yeah, they seem to be in their ego a little bit, a little conflicted about you for whatever reason. All right, let's do some more. What's happening? Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. All right. Now we're back. And then I'll answer some more super chat questions in a little bit. Okay. Thank you, Lori. God, what is this music? I can't even believe this. Do you like your new place? Yeah. It's out in the country. I live with my family now, which I love. I love. I didn't know I was gonna love it because I'm always like, oh, I want to be alone. I don't want to be around people. It has honestly been a huge help, and I'm really enjoying it out here. And it's not freaking ghetto like the other place. The other place was disgusting. The other place was disgusting. Like, I'm just being very honest with you. I hated it there. My neighbors were awful. Like, it was just awful. Like, the people who worked there were very, very unkind to me. It was just, I hated it there. So I love it here now. It's really nice. Yeah, hell yeah, I love it. Great. Uh, I know you. I hated it. It was disgusting. I could not live like that. That was awful. That was so awful. I freaking that era of my life. Like, you guys do not understand. I usually do not let like you guys know when I'm going through something because like you didn't ask for that. You know what I mean? You're just here to watch tarot, not hear about my problems. You know. And so I just kind of like suffer in silence. You know, which is what I did as a kid too. I was just very like suffering in silence, and I was an only child, and so like, you know, I would just be a weirdo and like drive my bike to the graveyard and like sit around with dead people that I felt like could understand me more than real people. I don't know, maybe that's kind of like how I still am, but I was going through it. That was a time of, you guys don't even know. Like, that was a time of my life. It was horrendous, honestly. It was one of the worst times of my life. Fucking awful. But, you know, something I've learned is shit can always get worse, baby. Oh, I don't know if I like that with the silver. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I don't think I like that. I don't think that's working for me. If I put on too much eyeshadow, I start to kind of look like a man who's like trying to pose as I start to look like a straight man who's trying to pose as a woman, and it's weird. Like for me, I don't, not too much eyeshadow. Oh my God. Oh no, did I scare everyone away with my stupid tarot? I'm sorry. Gotta do my job, guys. God damn, dude. It is freaking hot in here. It is so freaking hot in here. I'm just gonna turn up the AC. Girl. It's freaking hot in here. Kelly! You're proud of me? Why? What's up, Kelly? Oh, wait, no, I didn't put on my powder yet. I feel like I've, I don't know. I always feel like I have too much makeup on. You know what it is, though? I have textured skin. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, I showed it on my thing the other day. I have textured skin, and so it, where other girls look like, oh my God, like, glam, like, I end up looking like you put concealer over a strawberry. It just looks fucking bizarre, dude. It just looks weird. Oh man. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just like... What are you up to, Kelly? What's everyone doing today? Are you doing anything better than just watching my stupid rambling ass on freaking YouTube? Okay. I'm going to try BB cream instead of foundation. Heard it helps. You know what I heard is really good, and I really want to try it? It's the Chanel tint or something like that. It's like a Chanel tint. It's supposed to be like 80 bucks. But honestly, I might need to do it. I just might have to do it. I feel like it's important for me to do this. For me to get that. I have a really good feeling. Do we have any paper towels up here? We do. Sometimes I feel like just a little bit of, like a little fat, so it's not so harsh. Just to take some of the excess off. There we go. That looks better. I use a tinted moisturizer on my face sometimes instead of... Oh, yeah, me too. This one, to me, is the best one. clearly. You know, she's very loved. The elastin one, my daughter discovered it and then she started using it and I'm like, bitch, it's $80. But go for it. Of everything you've gone through and surpassed. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, it's still happening, honey. You know, it's just more like behind the scenes and less in my face, I guess. Ew. But I really want to get that Chanel tint. I'm not gonna lie. And I need some heels. I'm going somewhere next weekend, and I want to get Sam Edelman or whatever it's called. I feel like they have good. Because I'm trying to buy more quality things instead of quantity. And I was like, oh, well, just buy like a, shitty little $50 pair of heels off of Amazon. Or it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to like have somewhat nice quality stuff so I don't have to like buy a new pair every year, whatever it might be. You know what I do? So a long time ago, I got lip filler. It was like, I think back in 2020 or something like that. And the person who did it made my bottom lip bigger than my top lip. And now they're just like forever like that. And so what I do is I only put the lip liner here on the top. And then I just kind of like to try to not emphasize the bottom lip too much. Anyway, I never got lip filler ever since, but I need to fix that. One of your mantras, V, has stuck with me through tough times: look good, smell good, feel good. Listen, coming from a Venus ruled person, 10 out of 10 recommend. 10 out of 10 recommend. I feel like when you feel like you don't look good, it's just like you're willing to accept low, that's not the way to put it. You have lower standards sometimes, and that's not always true. That's not always true. Okay. But like, you could sometimes have like a really strong character but just feel like shit about yourself physically, and you don't realize that it really subconsciously, it really does make you feel a little bit less than, or sometimes even less deserving, just because of how the world is and how society is. This isn't true for everyone. Okay. And I think it just, while that shouldn't be your sole focus, absolutely not, because then you can look like a freaking 11 out of 10 on the outside, and then like you can be very weak in character, and none of that fucking matters. I mean, that's why Libra exists. There needs to be balance, but that's why it's very important for me to, especially having Aries in the 12th house, sometimes it's a little bit difficult for you to express your anger or your boundaries, I think. And so I try to do it in small ways. Like, I definitely work on my appearance. I go to the gym all the time. I'm always like doing skin treatments and everything else. But then I also like take care of the creative and psychological part, I guess is the way to say it, where I'm writing. I write 5 times a week, I would say, and that's good for that part. And then I try to do like little things when I consciously catch it to try to, assert a boundary. Like for instance, I went tanning some months ago, and this girl, she was like, "Oh, do you have your eyewear?" And I was like, "No, I forgot mine. I'll just go ahead and buy a new pair, whatever." And she's like, "Okay, which ones do you want?" And I was like, "I'll take those blackout ones. Those are pretty cool." And she's like, "Okay, yeah, have the blackout ones." So I paid fucking $8 or whatever crazy shit it is for them. And then nobody ever says anything. These are the eyewear. This is the eyewear that I'm using for months. And then, the other day I go to the tanning bed, and this girl's like, "Oh, you can't use those for the tanning bed. You have to have the regular ones. We're really cracking down on that." And she's like, "Would you like to buy another pair?" And I was like, "These black ones that the girl sold me?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "But that's not my fault, right?" And she goes, "No, it's not your fault, but you need to buy a new pair." I said, "No, I'm not going to buy a new pair because the girl who works here sold me those. And it shouldn't be up to me to have to provide a new pair when she made it very clear to me that those were safe to use, because right after I went and used them, and it's just like a measly, like the other ones she was trying to sell me were $6. But it's not about the $6. You know what I mean? It's about asserting that boundary and being like, "Yeah, I'm not paying for that because that's not my problem," and like trying to do that every day to kind of stand up for yourself a little bit more, like little things like that. And so I've tried to find that balance in life, or I'm trying to find that balance in life. Is right now, but I feel like a lot of the tarot readers I watch are going through tower moments like right now. Almost my entire life has been a tower moment, darling. Like it honestly, especially when I started tarot, that was one of the worst. And I've had some bad years, especially the one where I got kidnapped by my ex. That wasn't fun. It's cute in dark romance novels until it happens to you in real life and he's a fucking lunatic. But like it was the worst time of my life. And I just, and it still kind of is, but like it's weird because amongst the apocalypse of your life, you kind of start to find the flowers in the rubble or plant them as much as you can. And that's just sometimes how you have to live your life. You have to build around the chaos. So I don't know about the other tarot readers. I rarely watch tarot anymore. Maybe like one or two people sometimes, but I'm not really. I watch astrology more than I do tarot. I hope you find your balance. Thank you. I'm definitely trying. Should I curl my hair or should I just leave it straight with the bangs? I don't know what to do. I feel like when you curl it, it makes you look like you put in a little bit in more of an effort in, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it's almost always like wavy. But I rarely curl it with a curling iron, so I don't know. We'll see. I guess I gotta put on what I'm wearing first. Oh man, my eyebrow pencil is almost out. Oh no. I love this one, but it's expensive. Curl it. Okay. Fine. The ladies have spoken. Oh God, oh no. I'm starting to realize I don't like my makeup. Maybe I just need to put on the lashes. Ipsy is annoying me. I'm so sorry. Is it being annoying? How much is the eyebrow pencil? This is Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think it's like 30 bucks. That's fucking expensive. In this economy, expensive. It lasts me a long time though. I think I've had it for like 2 months to be honest. So not that bad. 15 bucks a month, not that bad. All right. Before I do the lashes, I'm gonna Ansel. Ansel and Gretel. I'm gonna answer. God has helped me. I'm gonna answer a couple of questions on Hipsy, okay? Lip gloss always just makes a difference. I have those late 90s overplucked chola eyebrows. They won't grow back. Oh my God. Please. I grew up in middle school and high school in like the early 2000s when like Paris and the Paris Hilton and like the low rise jeans and the plucking your eyebrows to oblivion was a thing. And I don't have any fucking eyebrows either. I want to get them microbladed, but I can't do anything. I can't wax. I can't get a tattoo. I can't get my nose pierced, which I kind of want to do, but we'll see. I think it would be cute. I don't think my nose is bad. Um, but I can't do it because I'm on Accutane. And you can't like do fucking anything on Accutane. You can't tan, but I still do it. I don't care. You're not gonna stop me from tanning. I'm just gonna do it anyway. All right, let me answer a couple of these questions really quick. All right, we have number 5. True feelings for you. Okay, let me see. This person is kind of like at a loss a little bit with that 5 of Pentacles. Feeling like left out or like something's missing, but still kind of revisiting something about your guys' connection. There's like, I'm getting like a longing a little bit. Like I'm seeing the 5 of Cups in my head as well, but it feels like a little bit of a longing, or this person can maybe even not feel enough, or maybe have certain insecurities about themselves. Empress reversed. Yeah, there's some kind of insecurity that this person may have. What are the feelings here? Told you. Look, 5 of Cups. Told you. Yeah, there's a longing. Did you guys have a separation or something like this? This person can feel like one of you guys ruined your reputation with the other, or maybe there was like, this person can be like, it almost feels like they're being very critical of themselves around some kind of regret that they may have. Yeah, there's like a total lack of, there's a huge insecurity that this person is dealing with. There was some kind of ending or regret, or something that they maybe wish that they didn't, wouldn't have done, and somehow it's affecting the connection. And I don't know if they did it to you or it's something outside of the connection, but it's like they're not really feeling like they can put an effort in it and like feel confident about it for some reason. Why the Strength reversed? The King of Cups reversed. It can be due to like emotional immaturity, or really not knowing how to handle one's emotions, in all honesty, and like their self-criticism is not doing them any favors with it either. Like this person does not, I don't even think, like there's a lot of regret and sadness here for some reason, and a lot of insecurity, but it's like they're not even confident enough to hold space for you, or confident enough to even understand their own emotions, or certainly not display them in the way that maybe they should be. What does this person want with number 5? The Two of Swords reverse and the Tower reverse. I don't feel like they're letting this go or that they even really want to let this go. But they also feel like there's something that's unavoidable. What is that Two of Swords reversed? The Three of Wands. They're trying to explore the truth about a situation between you and them. And I feel like they're like waiting for the right time to like make a move or do something. Like they don't want something to change, or they're still trying to hold on to something that they feel like is like crumbling beneath them. I don't know. It feels like there's some kind of history behind here or between the two of you. What's this person's future actions towards number 5? Four of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. It's like they're holding back on giving you some kind of attention. Why? I'm just going to pull an extra one. The Four of Wands reverse, because either they don't feel welcome or there's some kind of insecurity that's stopping them. But they may be like a little bit stingy with their attention, or they're afraid to take a chance because they feel like you won't give them the validation that they need. What's number 5's advice for this? The Temperance reverse and the Death card. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't overdo it when it comes to this connection. Either this needs to end or something like needs to change, whether it's on your side or their side, but it's telling you not to rush something. Because if you push it, it may like backfire for whatever reason. Thanks, number 5. All right, let me do another one. Number 6. Super chat number 6. I love you too. Okay, let's see. First, I kind of want to see this person's like vibe towards you, I guess you could say. Hierophant. So they are commitment minded. They are focusing on the long term. I heard I don't want to skimp on that. I heard I don't want to skimp. So I don't know. They don't want to skimp on something. They don't want to sell you short, maybe. The World reverse. There may be some things that they feel like you guys still need to talk about. Or they may feel like you guys should be further along than you actually are. Like it can be a connection where you meet somebody and they're like, oh man, I want to jump into a relationship. I feel like we should already be in a relationship, but like we're not really there yet. Or there's still some other things that need to be discussed. Maybe you guys are long distance and you need to close the gap, or, you know, whatever it may be. I think I'm probably going to clarify that. Knight of Wands reverse. This person may deal with some kind of inconsistencies or even a lack of confidence within themselves, and that may be the very issue as to, I don't know, something that they need to finish. Or even like you also think about like the world is like when you graduate or make it to the next level, and so that their immaturity or their lack of confidence could be stopping this connection from giving it what it deserves or getting it to that next level. Can you tell me more about that World reversed? The Ten of Pentacles. They may have issues around money or a past relationship maybe, but I feel like they are commitment minded when it comes to you. You know, they may want something maybe a little bit traditional, or they see you and they're like, oh man, that's my wife. Or they see you and they're like, man, that's somebody I could spend my life with, or whatever the case may be. So Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Seven of Wands. You need to, as far as like the deeper meaning or whatever, this can be, and I don't want to sound like that corny person, okay, that corny tarot reader or whatever the case may be, but that Six of Cups there, this can be somebody that you've known from like a previous lifetime. You know, not to be weird, but you guys could have been family members, you guys could have been lovers in the past, or something like that, because the Six of Cups isn't necessarily just about romance. Okay. So I think that this connection is more than just romantic. I think that there needs to be a strong friendship between the two of you guys, a strong camaraderie, definitely vulnerability, but it's also saying like you have to remember to stay independent of this person. Despite how deep the connection gets, you need to remember to keep your independence and your sovereignty and not allowing yourself to fall into any kind of codependent habits or anything like that. Um, Also, it's saying like with that Seven of Pentacles reverse and the Seven of Wands, to really make sure that you are truly invested, and also in turn to make sure that this person is truly invested. And if you feel like you're not getting the investment that you want, you're going to have to stand for what it is that you do want, because otherwise you can get gypped. And not that this person is intentionally going to try to do that, but sometimes people don't know how to love you unless you show them or tell them. You know what I mean? What about for him? The Sun, the Knight of Swords, the Devil. What's the Devil? The Seven of Cups reverse. This person, I think, tends to maybe idolize partners, or tends to put them on a pedestal. Like I'm getting like Venus and Leo in my head for some reason. I don't know why. And Venus is about to go into Leo, but for some reason I'm seeing that placement. Not saying that he has that placement. I'm just saying like I see that in my mind. And I feel like this connection is supposed to teach him to be a little bit more curious and open minded. And before he springs forward and gets too attached or too obsessed or whatever it is, to try to remember that there's still information that needs to be learned, and not to essentially put people on a pedestal, to understand that they are real people with hopes and dreams and flaws, and issues and red flags and green flags, right? And so it's here to teach him to keep a more realistic approach when it comes to connection and relationships. Advice for my number 6, the Star and the Page of Cups. I really like this. I love this for your advice because it's telling you to be authentic. Because I think that the more authentic and the more that you allow your kind of childlike self to come out, the more that you're going to inspire that in him as well. And I think he even has that side with that Sun card there. You know, we got Leo, Gemini, Capricorn here. It's cute. And Aquarius. So just try to be open-hearted. You know, try to kind of go with the flow a little bit while still keeping your boundaries and your beliefs intact and things like that. So I feel like there's hope here. I feel like, you know, try to keep the faith while still allowing yourself to kind of go with the flow. But I think that you're here to kind of open his mind up to new ways of looking at things, in my opinion. All right, thank you, number 6. All right, let me go ahead and do some of this makeup again. What's up, Mojo? I hope you had a good birthday. Everyone lectures me about tanning. I don't care. I'm gonna tan. Yeah, you know, and like the thing is, I probably tan maybe twice a week, but I am constantly wearing sunscreen because I don't play that, you know, especially being a white person. Like, I know what it looks like when white people have not worn sunscreen their entire life. You know, you see a lot of like white guys who have been sailing their entire lives, and they just, you know, they just look infinitely burnt. Okay. Or, you know, the wrinkles are harsh, the sunspots. It's like I don't want to be that guy, you know. All right, it's my favorite part, the thing that puts the whole look together. I bought these lashes off of TikTok, and honestly, I really like these. I meant to get the brown ones, but I'm kind of digging the black ones a little bit. Okay. All right, here we go. Maybe I didn't. Did I bring my tweezers for this? Please tell me I did. Ah, this music sucks so bad. Oh man, did I really not bring my... I usually do. I usually have it in my makeup bag. Maybe I... Okay, sorry guys, give me 1 second. I have to go and get my I have to go and get my tweezers or whatever. I'll be right back. Hold on. Actually, this is the dress that I'm wearing to the little gothic convention thing. What about spray tanning? I used to get it professionally done when I was in a relationship with someone. But it's too expensive. And it lasts for 10 days, which is like great, but I rather just like do it at home. But I don't like doing it because it's just like another thing that I have to do. I don't know. It's just feels taxing, and then you got to sleep in like these big ridiculous pajamas because you don't want to get your sheets dirty or whatever. It's just annoying. I don't know. But it looks good though. Saint Tropez to me is the best. Is the best one. Oh, girl. You know what I really hate? I hate it when people take their sign too fucking seriously. Like there will be a reading and you know, maybe it doesn't go so great. And then someone in the comments is like, oh, this bitch clearly has problems with Capricorns. I'm here to tell you, I don't give a fiddly fuck. I really don't. I really do not care enough to center an entire reading around a sign because I had it, you know, had it out for them one day. Like, I really don't have the time nor the energy. I have too many fucking earth placements for that kind of shit. Please take it elsewhere. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I am here to tell you, I really don't. Like, people who do that shit, you sound crazy. You sound crazy. You think that I am creating an entire reading for you to take out my animosity on a sign. I don't care. Grow the fuck up. Bitch, I am almost 40 years old. Please. I can't even believe that's real. I can't even believe you people are real. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. Those people drive me crazy. There's no way you're serious. Thanks, Lori. I'm so glad I'm male. Shave the beard, straighten, trim the beard, dress well done. Sure. I get it. But you know what? It's fun though. I honestly, I would never give up being a woman. I love being a woman. You know, it's hard to for all of us ladies to just wake up and have to be a goddess every day. I mean, God. Okay. I mean, I'm not, but you know. But honestly, like the standards for women are so high, and I feel like the standards for men are not there. And that's why men are just like, oh, well, you know, I'm just gonna wash my hair, my teeth, and my entire body and face with the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. It's like, and that's all is expected. No, you guys need to start raising the bar for yourselves. I don't care what anyone says. You know, you show up to a date, you're waxed, you're trimmed, you've done the entire exfoliation on your body, you've done a face mask the night before, you've completely tanned your entire body, you've worked out and starved yourself the entire week before a date, and then like you show up looking like you're going to the Met Gala and he shows up in like sweatpants and a t-shirt. No, the bar is in hell. Raise it. Like, I take way too good care of myself for me to show up on a date and a man looks like fucking Adam Sandler. Absolutely not. Look at that. Who is that? Who is that? Who is this? Oh, thanks, Mojo. Do you care about other people or what they do? Huh? Like, can you be more specific? Right, Lori, nobody cares. Listen, if you're mad by what I said, it's because you're one of those guys. It's like when you get into a relationship and, you know, you want like a somewhat of a financial commitment. You know what I mean? Like, listen, you if you're going to be here, like I would appreciate it if you could do something, you know, like be masculine in some way and be supportive instead of just like showing up in your sweatpants, you know. And the men who get mad about that are the men that just can't afford it, and that's okay. But like, if you weren't upset, like if you could afford the standard or you were willing to meet that standard, you wouldn't be upset. If you were not interested in me at all, you wouldn't be upset by my standard because you would never care to meet it. So I don't know why you're getting so offended by it. Just go be Adam Sandler and go find a girl that likes that. Who cares? Not a big deal. Oh, fix mechanic. I don't know how to unhide. I don't think I can unhide the comment. Did you wait? Hold on. He's not hidden on my channel or anything. I mean, people need to learn self love, which is self love, which is self discipline, work out, eat well, drink water, make money, dress well, and so on. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not asking for perfection. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for perfection by any means. But I value my peace. You don't need to be perfect looking. You don't need to have $1 million in your bank account, but you need to be contributing something other than wiener, like in my life. I can just go use my toys, you know. And like the thing is that the physical part is only like a tiny slice. Like I was dating this guy at one point, or was like trying to, and he was all about the physical, which is great. He looked great. Nothing going on upstairs. That's great for someone. It's not great for me. I know I may look like I don't care about those things, but looks can be very deceiving. And I definitely don't wake up like this. So, again, not asking for perfection, just looking for some depth. I'm looking for balance. That's what I'm looking for. And be obsessed with me. Is that too much to ask for? You know, and like the thing is that like men get upset about that sometimes when you have these like specific standards. And it's like, yeah, but for a woman that you were obsessed with, these would not be a problem for you. So maybe I'm just not the woman for you. That's it. And that's okay. You know, not everybody is right for each other, but don't get mad because I have a certain standard that you're not willing to meet. Why does it matter? Go find the girl that you would meet that for. Because there is a girl out there that every man would be like, you know what? Hell yeah. And it's okay if I am not that person, but that's not going to work for me. Just like you deserve the girl that you are willing to do that for, I deserve the man or the woman that is willing to meet these standards. It's just, it really is that simple. The biggest lie is it's not that simple. No, it really is that simple. The better I am to myself, the more I attract. The better I am to me, the better I attract. There you go. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, I feel God damn it. I feel like women start to lose the plot, and I've been done this. Where we're like, oh, why won't he just do it for me? He just won't do it for me. He's not gonna fucking do it for you. He doesn't like you. Not enough. You gotta go. You gotta move on. That's really what it is. And women will stay in relationships for so long trying to convince a man of their worth. If you have to convince someone of your worth, they will never see it. Like if they just are not ever seeing it, they're just not picking up what you're putting down, it's just not, just move on. Seriously, you will waste so many years of your life trying to prove something to yourself or to others. And then men will stay with a woman that they're just kind of like tolerating until someone better comes along, and that's not fair. While the woman is like trying to be like, see me, see me. That doesn't work. Like if you don't look at this woman and you're like, man, I would do anything for her. I would step up for her. I would try to give her everything that she wanted. I promise you, she's not the one for you. Stop wasting your and her time. You could save so many years of your life just being honest with yourself and with the other person. I don't get how people don't see that. Oh my God, I am going to fucking lose it with these goddamn eyelashes. All right, whatever. That's what we got, ladies. Ugh. Yeah, I like the individual lashes. The full ones that go on top, I don't like that. I like it when they go under because it's like you don't see the line. It looks fucking weird. In my experience, nobody knows what they really want. You just kind of know it when you run into it. We all think we know what we want. I will be honest. I'm embarrassed to admit how many relationships I've been in. So we're just not going to go there. But what I will say is that experience with those relationships have given me an incredibly detailed picture of exactly what I don't want. And what I do, more so what I don't than what I do. So I think I have a pretty good hold on what I want. I'm pretty sure. But who knows, right? But I can't do insecurity. I can't do just let me be a woman. Please. Just let me be a woman. Like I know as a woman, and I'm sure that other women can attest to this, but like have you ever met a man that's so masculine and you just turn into like this, not to be weird, but you like turn into this like little girl, like your voice starts to get high pitched and you just immediately feel like 1,000% more feminine than you did 5 minutes before. Yeah, you just know, like when a man can do that to you. Like you can turn off your fucking brain. You can just turn off your brain with a truly masculine man. And there's no better jewelry he can give you than a 5-finger necklace, baby. Holler if you hear me. I'm just joking. Love me a 5-finger necklace, honey. Why are some of us like this? But I definitely know what I don't want. So I can. I'm sorry. I did though. You know, I did 5'6". I'm not superficial. I'm really not. But I feel um just I feel like a beast around a 5'6" man. It does not make me feel feminine. You know, I feel like taller girls need taller guys, and I feel like shorter men need shorter women, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, I think I've just lived in survival mode my whole life. It would just be nice to be able to have somebody to kind of just make me feel like I'm not in that, you know. And I've had to do that with myself a lot. I've had to be my own man, you know. Let's be honest, but okay. Work with what I got. I'm 5'8". Any advice on women dating other women? Be more obvious than you think you're being. Be obvious. Be painstakingly obvious. Not to the point where you're like being a fucking, you know, she gets a restraining order on you, but be obvious. But I feel like I don't have enough experience with long-term relationships with women. Because I was always with a man. And I feel like I didn't really get a full chance. Like I did date I have had relationships with women, a um couple of them. Um but it was like one of them was married. The man knew, okay? And I feel like she just really didn't get a chance to discover her sexuality until I came along, like later in life. I was her first. And then the girl I dated when I was younger, I was her first as well. I was a lot of girls first. So I think that was another problem because I think sometimes women they look at me and they're like, oh man, they're like because I'm into feminine women. And so I feel like a lot of women that look incredibly feminine tend to be straight or they tend to think that they're straight or they're confused. And for some reason, I tend to be the projection of that or the manifestation of their curiosity, I guess you could say. And so then, of course, um, you know, they want to continue to explore that. And I get that, but it kind of leaves me like in a weird position. Um, so I don't know. But the two ones I had a relationship with, one was an Aries and the other was a Scorpio. I'm tall. I love shorter women. I like tall ones too, but there are plenty of shorter women to really attracted to for sure. Thanks, Maya. I think I forgot. Let me actually put on this dress, and then I'm gonna go get a brush. But I'm still here. I'm just on the other side of the camera because obviously you guys can't see getting dressed. Uh, what's up, Vanessa? I'm just doing like a little get ready with me thing. Sorry, guys, hold on. Hey, this is the dress. So cute. Definitely have to wear shorts under it though. Because it is pretty short. I'm taking a social media break. Oh my god. That's what I want. Two hot chicks together. I think Nebraska was the only place where I would see hot women together. Most of them are still dated men. Yeah. Yeah. I know. All right. I'm gonna grab a brush really quick. What's up, Underdog Tarot? All right, let me answer some questions really quick. All right. Number 7. Okay. Advice on how to overcome the breakup for number 7. The Emperor reverse. Like, I feel like you need somebody. First of all, I feel like you need to stop feeling like you have to control an outcome. Okay. If you are in fact doing that. Secondly, I do feel like you have bigger fish to fry and better men to meet, or, you know, who, whatever. Okay. And I feel like the type of person that you need is going to be someone who takes care of their shit, takes care of more than just themselves, somebody who is a leader. And I feel like if you're dating the opposite of that, or you like pick people that are like that, maybe that are irresponsible, impulsive, somebody who thinks that they're a leader and they're not, somebody who's misogynistic, or whatever it may be, you're going to get the same outcome every time. And I feel like this is about not settling for anything other than that, because you're going to end up in a similar situation. Okay. Now, I don't know who this person is. I don't know if they were immature, if they were impulsive, oh, God forbid they were abusive in some kind of way. You know, somebody who thinks that they deserve the world and they don't really do anything to deserve that. You know what I mean? Like that. So I feel like it's kind of asking you, the Moon. There's some kind of fear that you have. I don't know if it's around like being alone or not being picked, or there's some kind of fear that when you go into these relationships, I think that you project the those fears into the relationship. So okay, oh, if I don't, this is just an example, okay? Oh, if I don't lower my standards, then I'm not going to find anybody. If I don't lower my standards, then this person isn't going to pick me. Okay. And then that means I'm not desirable, or whatever self-limiting belief you tell yourself. You have to learn to get out of that. And like sometimes it really is just about being like, I don't give a fuck, you know? Like, you know, there have been people that I have wanted really bad. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, this is But if it's just not meant to be, it's just not meant to be. And I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to push it. You know, if it works, then great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just have to remember my own personal value, and that whether or not I'm chosen by somebody else does not determine whether or not I'm valuable. You know? And so I don't know if that's your thing or whatever, but I don't know, that's just kind of what I got. So take it as it resonates. What's holding you back? Fear. Again, there's something about fear. Fear of failure, fear of not being chosen, forcing things. Chariot reverse, trying to force the outcome. Ace of Wands reverse, and it actually does the opposite. It backfires every time. Especially maybe if you feel like attraction is being lost, or I don't know, whatever. Like, don't force it. Like, I really want you to, like, for instance, this is just an example, okay? Like, let's say that there's this guy that you really, really like, and you're like, oh my God, I really want this to work. And so you message him, and then he messages you back, and then you message him again, but he's not responding for like 3 hours. Go into it with a detached approach. It is not about you auditioning to be someone's wife or girlfriend. Look at it in the opposite. They're auditioning for you, right? Sometimes you got to do that psychological switch on yourself. You know what I mean? What's waiting for you on the other side of all of this, if you do the work? Let's see. The Six of Swords. Will you become less attached to the outcome that you try to push or force? There's more peace. You end up solving your insecurities, any kind of insecurity issues that you have. Oh, God. Because the Six of Swords can be where we're like solving a problem. So you can be solving some kind of insecurities that you have. Maybe you have a lack of boundaries, or, you know, whatever. So you will end up resolving those issues. That's when you're going to find your relationship. Ten of Cups. There you go. Advice? Yep, told you. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Don't force it. Three of Pentacles reverse, Wheel of Fortune reverse. Wheel of Fortune reverse is where we're repeating a cycle and we're trying to force some kind of outcome. Three of Pentacles reverse. It's just not working. It's just not working. Let it go. Give it to the goddess. Let go and let God. Whatever, right? Whatever your mantra is. Number 8. Okay, show me only the good stuff that's coming for number 8 in June. Queen of Cups. You're looking for love. Could be love, could be a Cancer specifically. It could be a Pisces or a Scorpio. Cancers and Sagittarius is either go really, really well, or they go absolutely fucking astronomically awful. So, but it can't be a Pisces or a Scorpio, or just someone who is very loving, intuitive. Knight of Pentacles reverse, especially after a time of you feeling like, I don't know, maybe your money's not right, or you feel like work matters aren't going in the way that you want to, or something like that. I feel like this person will kind of, I don't know, maybe make you feel more hopeful, or kind of love you through it. The Nine of Wands. Tell me about that Nine of Wands. I feel like you're coming out on top, especially after some time of feeling like maybe something in your past wasn't requited, or, you know, you feel like love's kind of been a battleground, or whatever it may be. It's like you're disconnecting. I don't want to say you're disconnecting. It's like you're overcoming some kind of disconnect that you had experienced before. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with whoever's insight this is, like this feminine energy around you. Because the Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior. It's coming out on top about the Lovers reversed, about a disconnect, about miscommunication, about a bad decision that maybe you made, whatever it is. It's like something that you've been fighting against or fighting in your own mind about. It's like you're finally overcoming whatever that may be. Show me more about the good stuff coming to number 8 in June. 9 of Cups. What's that about? Tell me about that 9 of Cups again. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like you're getting something that you want financially with that 9 of Cups and that 6 of Pentacles. Like you're getting some kind of wish fulfilled. Tell me about that Queen of Swords reversed. The 2 of Cups reversed. Especially after a time of like uncertainty or feeling like someone just simply doesn't understand you, feeling like there's some kind of misunderstanding between the two of you, between you and like another person, which could be like in the present moment or even in the past. But it's like you're so fulfilled or you're so content with where you're at. I mean, I think it's very telling to have 2 9s here because it's about the individual self. It's about accomplishing something on your own. And while I feel like you have support here, I feel like you have a lot, like just you have a lot to think when it comes to yourself. Does that make sense? Like it's yourself that you want to thank, but you do have support here. And I feel like with that 2 of Wands, because of something that you're getting financially or you're succeeding financially, you can have a couple of different options opening themselves up to you. Tell me about that 2 of Wands, the Magician, in regards to your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. So for instance, let's say that you get a really great paying job and you don't have to work as much. And so now this gives you not only the funds, but also the time to be able to explore your other talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. That's kind of what I'm seeing for you. What about the next 6 months? Only the good stuff? Yeah, there's more feminine support here. Yeah, because I feel like you there may be a point where you're feeling like you're idealizing some kind of specific goal or something like that with that Knight of Cups reverse or the King of Pentacles reverse, or feeling like, oh God, I could be in a better position, or I could have more, I could be more, or something like that, and kind of being in a like a fucking mood about it. But I feel like with that Queen of Pentacles, there's somebody here who's maybe making you see something differently, or who's maybe helping you put something together to help you get to that place. Like it feels like somebody who's just being very supportive of you. Advice? King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. You need to be honest with yourself, either in regards to your lack of confidence and or your ego and or your pride, and how that's getting in the way of something that you want. Because it's saying like there's something that you may desire, something that you want, but you have to work on your confidence and you have to have some level of strategy to go after what it is that you're desiring. Because there's something about being more internally confident than there is like, not saying you're arrogant or anything like that. I mean, I've spoken to you many times. I mean, you definitely don't seem arrogant, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm making sense. All right, that's what I have. All right, thank you, darling. All right, let's do number 9, and then I'm going to start curling my hair a little bit. Number 9, will come towards me? Let me see. 3 of Cups. I think so. 2 of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Swords reversed. The High Priestess reverse. I would say yes. I mean, the 3 of Cups technically talks about reconciliation, but this person may, you know, bring a little bit of chaos because of some past issues that they're having, like some maybe some kind of like an ending of a relationship that has nothing to do with you, or some kind of secrets that they're keeping under wraps. Like I can definitely see maybe something getting exposed. But I do see them taking some kind of action towards you, but it feels like there's a lot of chaos going on behind all of that stuff. Your advice is to use discernment. Be discerning. You know, and it's also telling you to do the right thing. I don't know what that means, but it's telling you to do the right thing. And be logical in your approach to this person. All right. Thanks, Donald. I appreciate that so much. That was very, very sweet. Thanks, Mojo. I appreciate it. Out of every state I've been, oh, I've already seen that one. Sorry, guys. I'm just catching up on comments. Whoop, my friend got his. I don't know what that means. That is a beastly machine. All right. All right. Oh, man. Fun. Damn. Gotta kind of like. The cord isn't long enough. Gotta kind of like. Move. Please excuse the mess. Okay. All right. Beady 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 bee. You're welcome, Bebop. I rarely freaking use heat on my hair, so yeah. I always put it in those little rods at night or whatever. So much better than like fucking up your hair. Because when I had that freaking I had that nervous breakdown last year and my hair started falling out. It was awful. I ended up getting puerperal dermatitis or whatever it's called. That was like the worst because I had a solar eclipse, I think it was, happen. Was it solar eclipse or lunar eclipse? I think it was a solar eclipse that happened on my birthday. So I was like, oh, great. Like, that's my solar return. Like, the rest of the year is going to be like that. And it definitely was, you know, and it is. And it was horrendous. I looked horrendous. My hair was falling. It was just a bad fucking time. I just went through a breakup. Like, it was the worst. My family did take me to Harry Potter World, though, which was like, that was great. That was kind of like, you know, the rose under the rubble. Oh my God, it was so gross. I was like breaking out in these crazy whiteheads like every day. It was just disgusting. Exclusive apocalypse friendly SUV based on the Lamborghini. Ooh, very cool. I miss my long hair sometimes, but nature took over. Bald it is. Nothing wrong with that. I felt like I was about to be fucking bald headed. This thing has already started. I'm going to be so late. Oh my God. Well, I have a 2010 Nissan Sentra, so no big deal, guys. Oh, shit. Honestly, I don't even want to go anywhere, but I'm forcing myself to like get out of the house more and not be such a fucking hermit. I am such a hermit. It's like my it's like my personal form of self-love, but I just don't like I just read and write and work out and do tarot. That's my life. Read, write, work out, do tarot, not in that order. Sometimes. Worst fear? What's your worst fear? They're all just toys. Do you guys have anything planned today? You know what's weird? Like when you get to this age, like in your late 30s, you have older men hitting on you, but you also have men in their early 20s hitting on you, and it's really weird. You're like, I'm sorry, do you need me to help you find your mommy? Like, what's going on? What is going on? It's like weird when you're at an age where you can date the son or the father or the grandfather. I'm just kidding. Weird times, guys. Middle of a day of Black Knight. It's not as fun. Anything on a plane that doesn't belong. Snakes, spiders, zombies. I'm not saying my worst fear. I'm not saying it. I'll give like a simple one. Ending up with a loser. Ending up with someone that's not obsessed with me. Ending up with a guy that's like pretends to love me, but he's like actually on OnlyFans, like watching girls on there, or like I don't know, ending up with a woman who ends up like choosing a man instead, or I'm not gonna say the other ones though, because those ones I don't really give a fuck about. Go with the grown-ups, V. Oh, please. If I ever went out with like a 25-year-old, it would just be to like go and have fun and not be serious. I would never take a 25-year-old seriously. Gross, yeah. Or like like I gotta be honest, like a lustful man, like a porn addict, or like a that is my I like no, because they're never satisfied. It's like it's really a sickness. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Any kind of sex addict, honestly, sex addict, porn addict, anything like that. Because sometimes it doesn't matter. Like it just you don't become their. You're not their focal point. You know what I mean? It's like if they're not getting it from you, they will absolutely go and find it somewhere else, whether it's porn or something else. Not fucking doing it. It's me or fucking nothing, bitch. I'm working. I like that this can like be my work. You know? Like this is fun. And then I can do my super chats. Like this is nice. Okay, I need to fix my bangs, but I don't have a second to do that right now. I gotta go get the maybe I need to go get the straightener. First fear should be losing control of my own destiny, losing freedom or choice. Oh, okay. Like shit, way to go, way to get deep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would say that. Although losing freedom of choice, consensually can be fun in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm getting really hungry. I might need to like sit on the floor and do this because the cord is not long enough. That's what's up, Mojo. That's why I love my dark romance novels. I'm gonna have to bring this to. I love my dark romance novels because it allows me to like live out my fantasy safely. Okay. Okay. Wish me luck. Trying not to ruin this. Up here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Can we do this? Okay. This is how we're gonna have to do it. Ugh. Also, it sounds like I'm going to Mexico. I'm going to Mexico in October, and I'm so excited. My best friend, he did choreography for Miss Swimsuit USA for like, I don't know, 6 years or something crazy. And so he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna have anybody to help me, and so like I need you to come." And I was like, At first I was like, "Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that." And now I'm like, "No, I'm definitely fucking going." Because like, what else am I doing that's so important? Like, what am I actually fucking doing that's better than going to Cancun? Let's be serious. Absolutely nothing. Oh, just sit in my room and read the pictures on the back of cards a little bit more, or go to the gym and lift weights again. Like, no, just I'm going. I don't give a fuck. I'm going. I don't know. It's a hell of a time to be on a plane though, I'm not gonna lie. But that's gonna be all the way in October. I feel like my volume is low. That sounds amazing. I'm ready to go and be humbled. because those girls are like stunning, but honestly, it'll be motivation for me. Like, hell yeah. When I see a girl that's like banging, I'm like, I needed that motivation today. Fucking hot bitch. Good for you. Bikini pics or to have in Violetta. That'll boost the IG followers. Yeah, but I don't want a bunch of men following me. Like, that's, to be honest with you, that's why I really don't. Not saying a bunch of men would follow me if I posted pictures, but I don't want, I just don't want a lot of men following me. I really don't. Like, men get so, they're so emotional. Like, I just posted something on my Instagram recently, and I was just like, signs of a wounded masculine, right? And it's just like addicted to porn, you know. And then I just like put like 5 things, and I was gonna do the same for the feminine. It got almost 20,000 views, and the men in the comments were so offended. They were so, oh my God, how could you ever? Like, oh, honey, just say that you're addicted to porn and move on. Like, it's crazy. I don't want them following me because they're so emotional and they get so defensive over something that they take like so personally. And I did the same thing for women. And you know what I saw in the comments? Oh my God, yeah, you're totally right. As like women commenting, or oh my God, yeah, you know, that's something that I still do and that I'm trying to work on. Not men. They take it like a personal vendetta against them. They're ready to like slay me where I stand. They just can't even, you know, and then they're like making assumptions about me like, I bet nobody's ever felt comfortable in your presence. Okay. Like, you're just projecting. You're just projecting because you're mad because what I said is probably true about you. And that's okay. But why don't you just accept it and let yourself have some level of humility so you can change the things that you clearly don't like about yourself? Because now I'm your targeted attack because of something that you can't accept about you. Fuck off all the way. I don't want them following me. Well, Mojo, you don't write comments like that. I just don't want a lot of men coming to my profile because that's how they act. Women seem to be a little bit more like self-accepting or self-aware and just like, oh yeah, you know what, maybe that is true about me. Where men like take it like it's a war crime. I can't do it. Triggered and self-conscious, yes. It was like, I'll never forget that time where this beautiful psychologist, who I unfollowed now because she was being weird, but this beautiful psychologist a long time ago, she had like posted a video, right? And I commented because I was thinking like, wow, what an incredibly intelligent woman. And so all I said was, wow, what a beautiful and intelligent woman that other young women can look up to. That was it. That was the comment, right? This guy comments back and he's like, yeah, unlike you, who could never date a man like me. Huh? Like, like, what? Like, I went and I reread my comment because I'm like, did I say something offensive? No, no. He just saw my comment, went and looked at my YouTube channel, decided that he was going to try to reject me, even though there was no invitation to do so. There was no, like, it was weird. Are you okay? Like, what's going on? It was like the weirdest, right? Thanks for the heads up, buddy. Like, okay, like, as if my comment was some personal audition to be his wife. You're weird. You're weird. You're so, like, and then this other guy, this is why I don't want men on my Instagram that are like this. Like, men that are like doing the work and they're trying to like do it, like, oh, you're invited all day, baby. Come around and show these freaking feminine men what it's like to be a real man and have some level of accountability. You can be on my channel and you can be on my Instagram. But then I just made a video about something that just basically saying like, you know, you're there's nothing necessarily wrong with you. It might just be that what you're offering, you're just offering it to the wrong person, was basically the message, right? And this guy was like, why the finger tats? Or he goes, I don't like finger tats because I have a finger tattoo. Okay. I said, I don't give a fuck, Steven. I, you know, and then he was like, no man is gonna want a woman with, really? Because I have about 10 in my DMs right now that are totally okay with fucking the shit out of me while I have finger tats. I promise you, it's really not that hard to get a man in bed with you, but okay. Like, he was so entitled. And then when he found out that I just didn't care, that he didn't like my finger tattoos, um, he was like so flabbergasted that I wasn't trying to get him to pick me or defend my worth to him. Like, women posting just like in general and then men acting like these videos or these pictures are a personal audition to get into bed with them or to be their wife is crazy to me. That would be the exact same thing as if I were to see a man at a bar, for instance, and let's say that he had a goatee, right? He's minding his business. I'm clearly not minding mine, but I'm over here and I'm looking at his goatee and I'm like, gross. And I walk up to him, this man who does not know me, and I just say, I don't like goatees. It's literally the equivalent of that. Nobody gives a fuck. Literally nobody asked you. Could you imagine walking up to somebody that you're attracted to, knowing that they're not even paying you any attention at all, and just saying, picking out something you don't like about them? And then like waiting for them to audition or prove to you that the goatee is actually attractive and that you should actually pick them. That is literally the equivalent to that. You look ridiculous. You look fucking ridiculous. You look so stupid. I could never imagine being that audacious. You know what happens usually when I see something online that I don't like? I move on. I just scroll, honestly. Oh my God. As long as you're not invading my personal space, I usually don't give a shit. Men tend to get mad at what they see and want but can't have. They know they don't meet the standards and can't face it. Yeah, it's just weird. Broken society. Yeah, I would say so. But yeah, it's just weird. Like, I rarely see any women doing stuff like that. Like, if a man posts an outfit or something, I usually see women being pretty encouraging. Like, oh my gosh, yes, yes, king. You're rocking that button up. Not men, my God. A woman posts a picture of her in a dress, and it's like every man has to reject her, in the comments as if she even knows that they exist. Like, it's the weirdest. It's so weird. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. A lot more than I bargained for, quite frankly. Oh yeah, I agree, Lori. I feel like women do that to other women in the comments of their videos, which is just internalized misogyny is really all that is. Because men have got you so in your fucking head that now you have to start acting like one and go under a comment of a beautiful girl who's minding her business, doesn't know you exist, and you have to say some hater ass shit. Why don't you go touch grass? Why don't you go do something else with your time? Nobody's picking you. I don't really understand that. All right, after this, I am going to do these last super chats and I'm going to get out of here so I can go to this freaking thing. I love the bangs, but I feel like I'm cutting them almost every day. I wish more men held other men accountable. Like that's my dream. Like if you're not saying anything, like if a I don't know, if you're not saying anything to hold other men accountable, then to me you're just an accomplice, you know? Okay, let's finish these super chats, shall we? You know, then there'll be like the guys that are like, "Oh, I'm a good guy," you know, but while their friends are like, you know, exploiting women in a group chat or talking about Sally and how fat her ass is in HR, like you're not doing anything. You're not a good guy. Like you're not. I promise you, you're not as good as a guy as you fucking think. All right, let me see the rest of these super chats. Men who do exist, those men aren't glued to social media. True. Very true. We're out making things happen. I know. I always think like my man is not on social media. Like he's not writing on Twitter. He's not posting on Instagram. He's not. I just know he's not. Right. I feel like the woman of my dreams is probably on social media, but she's probably like running like a very successful business, and that's why she's on it. All right. Number 10 for super chats. Okay, let's see. All right, number 10. So should you take it? It'll feel a little inconsistent with that Knight of Wands reversed. But I think like to a point, you probably will feel emotionally fulfilled. I'm almost getting like something about having more time. I don't know why I'm getting that. The Four of Cups reversed, the Hierophant reversed. It's going to feel unconventional or it's not going to feel stable. I'm just going to be honest with you. It is going to feel wishy-washy. I think that you will enjoy it. Like I think that you will be able to provide to an extent for your family, but I think it will be more inconsistent. So it's really about if you're okay with that kind of like, you know, inconsistency. Because that's how my job is. My job is very inconsistent. I never know what the fuck I'm gonna get. You know, I might be broke one month and then be like freaking balling the next month. You know what I mean? And so you're gonna have to decide on whether or not you're okay with that, quite frankly. Because I don't think it'll be as consistent as you want it to be. Number 11. Okay. Let me see. I think it did, or I think it will with that Eight of Cups reverse and the Empress. And with that Ace of Pentacles there, I feel like it may open up some kind of opportunity. So I would say yes, in my opinion. What's going to happen from number 11's perspective after this spell? Six of Wands reversed, the Justice, the Ace of Wands. For a while, it's going to feel like it's not working, or it may feel like you're not really getting the attention that you want. But eventually, something may happen between the two of you with this Justice and this Ace of Wands. Like something may end up moving forward, or you're able to make a decision on the potential that you have available to you. So it's not a guarantee, but there is potential here with that Ace of Wands. Your timeline alignment with the Capricorn. First, let's see the Capricorn's like desire for you or whatever. Okay. Chariot, Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. This person may feel a little bit tugged between a couple of different options, or they may be a little indecisive, feeling like they are not totally certain about this, but I feel like they'll go for it anyway with that Chariot there. I feel like they want to give something. I feel like they want equal give and take, and I think that they're willing to mm, uh, like maintain what it is that you guys give one another. So you go for it, maybe you start to develop some kind of relationship or whatever, and they may try to or may want to be able to like maintain that between the two of you. So it's definitely not like a bad reading by any means. What does the Capricorn want with number 11? The Devil reversed and the Four of Pentacles. They don't want to be uh like they don't want to have like an obsessive or crazy attached connection. I think that they're trying to be a little bit stingy, or they may try to be a little bit more stingy with their time, their energy, their resources, whatever it may be, because they're not trying to repeat some kind of pattern in their life, which may be very personal to them. As far as the timeline goes, the King of Wands reversed. It's either when somebody overcomes their lack of confidence or ego, or it's quite literally in Leo, Cancer, Cancer, Leo season when something may start to kind of happen. Advice for number 11? The Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Three of Swords reversed. If this is a feminine that you're dealing with, then it can be, it's telling you, this person may be very picky, or they may have, because that is Capricorn energy, they may be very picky, or they may be very self-critical and then kind of project that onto you. They may project old pain or hurt or unhealed wounds onto you as well. So it may be saying like, try to keep yourself stable. If this is you with that Queen of Pentacles reverse, you got to stop being so hard on yourself, because you may end up bringing wounds into this connection and end up projecting it onto them. So it depends. Thanks a lot, number 11. Number 12. All right, let's see. What can you expect? Whatever comes out. All right, let's see what comes out here. Page of Swords, okay. You may get a chance to like socialize or kind of learn something new. Somebody here may be kind of curious about you, you curious about them, if that's something that you're interested in. The Four of Swords. I feel like you're going to get some kind of insight behind the scenes with maybe like a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Although I know that that's, you know, you're a Gemini or whatever. You're going to have like a private conversation with someone. Give me more. Knight of Cups reverse. The Seven of Cups. I'd be careful of like, you know, the debauchery. if that's applicable to you, you know what I'm saying? Um, it's like I like that the Page of Swords and the Four of Swords is here because it makes me feel like you are open to meeting someone, or someone's kind of curious about you. It doesn't have to be love, okay? But there's a lot of open-mindedness. I feel like there can be a conversation, or maybe even someone that you meet or hang out with, that can end up being very healing for you, especially around love or jealousy or the idealization, or of what love should look like, or fun, or friendship, or whatever the fuck it is. But with that Seven of Cups there, you may find that you have a lot of options available to you when it comes to, I don't know, having fun, places to go, people to meet. It seems like there's kind of a lot going on, but I do feel like there may be some kind of emotional confusion that you're having around somebody that you're engaging with during this time. Okay, so I would be cautious of like projecting like an ideal onto someone, or not seeing things clearly. Okay, can I just get advice for that? The Five of Swords reverse and the Three of Wands. Just try to stay open minded. Don't give in to any games. Try to open yourself up to adventure and the possibilities. Don't stick to like one thing necessarily. You know what I mean? Number 13. Okay. Okay. Kind of trying to figure out how to answer this. Nine of Pentacles reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the Temperance. There's something about spirit trying to get you to stop feeling like you need to prove yourself in some kind of area of your life, and put up strong and healthy boundaries, and understand that what you're going through, even though it may feel very, very difficult, that you will learn something in the end, or you will come out stronger on the other end, and you will come out on top on the other end. And I say that because the Nine of Wands is winning. Even though you're bumped, you're bruised, you're tired, etc., whatever, you have won. And the Temperance says winning through keeping your higher vibration, or not stooping down to somebody else's level, because it very well may be that somebody's trying to prove something to you, or really themselves, because of their own insecurities, and they may be projecting something onto you. Advice for that: the Page of Pentacles reverse. I wouldn't really give in to whatever this is. I feel like you need to stay incredibly grounded with yourself. I feel like this is honestly a battle that is trying to, even an internal battle that is trying to teach you balance and patience, as shitty as that sounds. I wouldn't just go along with what someone else is saying. I don't know why I'm getting that. Like that Hangman reverse and that King of Swords reverse is making me feel like there's somebody here who's gaslighting you, or being illogical, or someone who's not really telling you the full story. Somebody who may have something uh, like some kind of information to like use against you. Not like they're going to go spread misinformation, but it's almost like somebody who knows your weaknesses, and is almost like using that to manipulate a situation, or change your perspective on something. And it's telling you, don't just lay down and take that. Because I asked, well, what are you actually asking this person to do? Like how to act? Five of Wands. it's kind of like, no, this isn't okay with me. No, I'm not going to deal with that. It's like kind of fighting back a little bit. You have more power in the situation than you think that you do. You just have to wield it. And the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Wands isn't going to like just lay over and take something. I'm not telling you to like, unsheath your sword and go into battle, with fire on your back, you know what I mean? But there's something that you like need to stop bending over about or for. Okay, so I don't know what that is specifically. Alrighty. All right. I gotta go. I love you guys. Lori, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go to my little event thing and I'm gonna go and try to have a good time. But I love you guys and I hope that you have a really, really great day. Thank you. And again, thank you, Lori, and thank you to all my super chatters. I love you guys. Bye.